Loving the place where you hate. So I was just having a conversation with one of my good friends, Phoebe, and we were just getting connected and chatting. One of the things that we talked about was, we don't like where we are at. We want to be further along. And I just shared with her this one session that I had with someone. It is about me loving where I am at. So as I dug a little bit deeper, one of the things that showed up was since I was very young, I had wanted to get out of where I am, no matter where I am. So when I was in this session with her, I felt like I was in limbo. And that was the only word that I could think of. So my friend said, where are you? And I said, I'm in limbo. And she said, how does limbo look like for you? And limbo looked like, one of those zombie movies where the town is dead and there's still like clothing and food and like stuff that are scattered all over the place. It's barren. But there's still stuff and it's all dirty and gross. That's limbo for me. And so she said, okay, well, you're in limbo. What are you doing? And I said, I was walking, just walking. And I don't know where I'm going, but I'm just walking, trying to get out of here. And she was like, what about if you stop? And at the moment when I slowed down my pace and I stopped, I cried. I cried for a good 25 minutes. I cried for 25 minutes because I did not want to be here. I did not want to be where I am. I did not want to feel what I'm feeling. I just wanted to get out so that I could be in a quote unquote better place. And so I cried and she was like, okay, what do you want to do now? And I said, I just want to fall down on the ground and cry. So I was like crouching on the ground, crying. And then once I kind of stopped, she was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? I said, I want to get into one of the stores to look for clothes. Because I was actually in Japan, in one of the Japan towns. She was like, okay, let's go in and look for clothes. What are you going to get? And I said, I want to get one of those Lolita dresses. So I got myself one of those Lolita dresses. I wore it. She was like, okay, then what else do you want to do? And I said, I want to get one of the Kuromi dolls, which you always see in the background. So I got one of them. And then she said, okay, then what else do you want to do? I said, I wanted to go to a ramen store and have ramen. So which was what I did. Then what else? And as I looked around, I noticed that the town started to change. The town started to have lights come on. It became cleaner, modern. Everything is fixed up. And then in the background, do you know how in those movies, like in the background, something arises in the back and it was like a theme park. And then there was a stage that lit up and everything was just there for me. And I realized that, not realized, but that was the moment that I truly understood what it means to love the place that I hate. Because here's the thing that I personally learned. If I don't practice loving where I am, if I don't practice loving who I am, then even when I get to that next spot where I thought I was going to go, I will still hate it. And this is where gratitude work comes in. And I'm still very bad at doing gratitude practices, but I try to do it whenever I remember to being grateful, especially during times that is very difficult for me. Being grateful for where I am, being grateful for the things that I have to deal with, because if I don't practice being grateful of where I am, when I get to that next stage, I'm not going to be grateful for it. And I was still stuck in the mindset of, I hate this place. I can do better. And so this limbo is my life, my reality, and I have to start loving it. And then once I start loving it, no matter how bad it is, things are going to shift, things are going to change, and I can be the only one. I can be the only one who give that to myself. No matter how much other people applaud me, no matter how much people tell me how much I am loved, if I don't love myself, if I am not grateful for myself, if I'm not appreciative of where I am, I will never get there. So that's why this was how I got into the understanding of the concept of loving the place that I hate. I hope that this also inspire you to learn to practice, just inspire you to practice the art of gratitude. What I do is, especially when, let's say, someone else ticks me off, or when I'm in a situation where, like maybe a financial situation where I have to pay more money for something for that month, I go into, I'm grateful for this person to be in my life. I'm grateful for this thing happening to me. And I will repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. And then I will go off and also be grateful for the things that I love, for other things that I find challenging, for the things that I'm okay with, for everything in my life. And I will set a 5-minute timer, and I'll just rattle off anything and everything. Good things, bad things, horrible things, just so that I can be in this mindset of, hey, I am right here. It is bad, and yet I am grateful for how far I've come, how much I've done, and who I am in the process of being me. And I get to expand myself and be a better version of myself. And it is a journey. It's not just like right away I'm grateful. It takes practice, and it takes all those background work. So I just want to share this with me. I just want to share this with you because of Phoebe and my conversation. So I hope that you will do the same and inspire you to do the same. If you ever do this, and if there's any aha moments, I would love for you to share with me, so that I know that you're on this journey too, so I can cheer you on.